friends. Hello friends, welcome to Del Soccer. My name is Delale Frank and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, we're going to talk about Asamoah Gyan, who has been appointed as member of Bawumia's manifesto team. Yes, Asamoah Gyan is in politics. We're going to talk about him. We're also going to talk about Joseph Painstil, who has moved from his club in Belgium to the MLS. We're also going to talk about the Black Queens. Up an update so far as the Black Queens bonuses is concerned. A fresh update for you. We're also going to talk about Babaraman, who, by God's grace, is back to life, I should say, because Babaraman suffered a slight concussion when he was playing his game, but by God's grace, he's back to life. I'm going to give you updates on basically what happened whilst he was playing the game. And then we'll talk about other things so far as football is concerned. As usual, my name is Delale Frank. Let's get straight into today's news. So let's start off with the Black Queens. The Black Queens are basically preparing to play the finals hurdle, or the last game, as far as the qualification to Olympics is concerned. They've played all the games, they've won, they've qualified, and now they have one last game to play against Zambia, one of the top sides on the African continent. But in the past few days, ever since the Black Queens arrived in camp, they've been trending for so many reasons that you wouldn't want your national team to trend for, especially when they have such a tough game to play. The Black Queens are trending because the government owes them some bonuses and per diem. So far as games that they've played, they've been owed over $7,000 because of the accumulation of the winning bonuses, and social media were basically busy talking about it. And I think for the kind of job that the Black Queens have done for us, they deserve to be paid, because the winning bonuses and the per diem are money that we have assured and agreed to pay them whenever they come to represent us. And in their bonuses apparently was more than $3,000, was slashed half, but still we are not still paying them. I think at this point they deserve everything, because when it comes to national team football, they've been the most consistent team in the past few years, and I don't know why they are not getting their decent results, because they've got some great winning a lot of games. They've qualified for the AFCON for the first time in over 5 years. They stand a chance of qualifying for the Olympic Games for the first time in the history of Ghana football. And now, ahead of their last game, there's this distraction. But the new update is that the minister, the GFA president, the chief accountant met the Black Stars, the Black Queens team, I should say, in camp, and assured them that their per diem is going to be paid, and also their winning bonuses will be paid today by 1 p.m. And the chief accountant is basically the purse holder and the one who decides where money should move, so far as money at the sports ministry is concerned. So if he assures them that he's going to pay them, then he's the one who's going to pay. So he should be able to pay them. So at this point, the Black Queens, the good news is that the ministry has assured the Black Queens that they're going to pay them. But at this point, because the game is tomorrow, and what we don't want is distractions. Like, what you don't want your national team to go through ahead of a crucial encounter like this is this winning bonus distractions. I won't pay me, I don't have money. Like, come on. And these queens have been very consistent, played very well. And instances where the Black Stars have gone to tournaments that have not given us results, it's quite unfair to say that the Black Queens are struggling to get winning bonuses. So please, I think the money, let's try and pay them, because at least the money we use for the Black Stars qualifiers, there's $2 million sitting somewhere. Shit to the Queens and let them go and win and go to AFCON Olympic Games and go and represent Ghana. That's what I think. Now, let's move away from that and talk about baby jets. Asamoah Gyan is into politics. He's been coming, he's been around. Like, people have said baby jet will one day stand for an MP. But I think accepting to be part of this committee is beginning of his maybe political career. And I'm not against it. Personally, I like it when influential people go into politics, because politics is where the decisions are made. Yeah, he's a footballer, he now has his coaching license, but in Africa or wherever you find yourself, the politicians make the decisions. So if you have influential people in higher authorities, so far as politics is concerned, it helps shape the decisions. So Asamoah Gyan has been named as a team lead in the subcommittee in charge of sports and youth in Baumia's manifesto. So when they are putting together Baumia's manifesto, Asamoah Gyan is the person in charge, or the team lead in charge of the committee that will include sports and youth development in Baumia's manifesto. This is good. For his expertise, his experience, he can shape the political decisions. So accepting to be there, I support it. And I think this is also, remember when Baumia was doing one of his speech, Asamoah Gyan was spotted there. So I think he was part of it. I was not surprised that Baby Jet is now part of this committee. And hopefully, I think we need, you see, not everybody can be a coach. I'm not saying Asamoah Gyan cannot be a coach, but I'm saying we need influential people to be in higher authorities where they can influence decisions making in Africa or in the world. I think that's what should happen. So kudos to Baby Jet. Wish him the best of luck. He should make great policies. He's an ex-player, well informed, well learned, very, very respected around the African continent. He can do a lot in that particular area. Now let's talk about Baraman. Baraman went unconscious in his size game, and according to reports, he had a collision with a player and he went unconscious right there and there. But the good news is that he was resurrected by the medical staff, and others have spoken to him personally, and he has confirmed that he's fine. It was a very scary moment because Ghana, we have history. Like, not to remember anybody, but because of Rafa Jamra's history, anything like that, we really don't want it to happen to any Ghanaian. Like, the Ghana football industry has gone through a lot of tough times, and we don't want it to continue this way. So when we heard of the Baraman news, a lot of us were worried. We were pretty much worried, basically because we don't want these things to happen again. But for him, it's not a heart issue. It was more of a collision with a player in his side semi-final game. But by God's grace, he is back to life. And that's the good news. We're going to follow keenly, tell whether he's completely ready to play football or not. And I'm going to update you on that. Now let's wrap up with Black Stars winger and musician Joseph Painstil. So Joseph Painstil has moved from Genk in Belgium to MLS side LA Galaxy. I'm sure you've seen rumors that Joseph Painstil will be moving from Genk to Galaxy, and now it is confirmed. Just as Fabio Manos will say, here we go. Joseph Painstil to LA Galaxy, here we go. Confirmed deal, done, 4 years deal. Yeah, so Joseph Painstil has signed a 4-year deal with MLS side LA Galaxy. He's been signed as a designated player, and that means that his salary structure will be catered for by the organizers of the MLS League. You know, MLS League, they organize it in a way that the clubs have a threshold of players that they can sign and the salary. But the big players, the MLS League, it's buy the players for the club. So basically, that's what has happened. So Joseph Painstil has been bought by the MLS franchise and have been given to LA Galaxy. So that's what happened. He has signed a 4-year deal and he's going to be there with the club. But Painstil with Genk was exceptional. Ever since he joined them from 2018 to 2024, he's played a total of 168 minutes or matches played. He has played a total of 168 matches and has scored a total of 40 goals with 20 assists. Only one player has higher goal contribution for Genk in that period than him. So salutes to him. He's been an exceptional talent, but he has been unveiled by LA Galaxy. Joseph Painstil has been unveiled by LA Galaxy, and they used his music. You know, he's also a musician. That's why I said he's a loud musician. He does music. Like, he has passion for music. So he's been confirmed, and he's going to LA Galaxy. At this point, he's now in the US, and I also understand that his appointment and his salary is also in a decent environment. That's why it's also influenced our African players and their decisions. Personally, I think, because I feel no matter what it is, if you're a Ghanaian and or an African player, you also, in as much as you're scoring the goals and you're playing the game, you have to chase the coins. You feel me? So Joseph Painstil has moved from Genk to LA Galaxy, and we wish him the best of luck. He's that player that he will boss the franchise, the MLS league. Now Messi's in the MLS, so you can't say the MLS is a substandard league. Not at all. Once Messi is there, everybody can play. So I wish him the best of luck. I think he's one of the players that has huge prospects, one of the young players in Ghana that deserves a lot of playing time in the Black Stars and can give us a lot. At the AFCON, we also what he can do. When he goes to LA Galaxy, LA Galaxy is one of the most competitive clubs so far as the MLS league is concerned. It was the same club that David Beckham played. It's the same club that Zlatan Ibrahimovic also played as well. So we wish Joseph Painstil the best of luck. There's a hope that he has an exciting season with them. Continue to excel, continue to do well, and then be one of the best players that Ghana can get so far as playing in the MLS is concerned. So in today's edition, we talked about the Black Queens, who there's an update from so far as their winning bonus is concerned. The ministries has assured them that by 1 p.m. today, they're going to get their winning bonus because they play an important game tomorrow in the Accra Sports Stadium. So we wish them the best of luck, hope and praying that they would excel and do well for all of us. And also, Asamoah Gyan has been handed a lead role in Baumia's campaign team, or he has been handed a lead role in Baumia's manifesto drafts. So he's going to help Baumia draft a manifesto, and his job will be centered around sports and youth development. Babaraman suffered a slight concussion, but by God's grace, he is fit and ready to play football again. I can't say he can play instantly, but he's fit and alive, and that's the most important thing. So guys, my name is Elali Frank. That's all for today's edition. I want to meet again. Bye bye for now.